When I was 9 years old, I found this old typewriter up in the attic. I dragged it down to my room and I started typing all kinds of stories and little joke magazines and little funny stories. I don't know why I thought it was so interesting, but I'd just be in my room for hours. I must have been a weird kid. And I'm doing the same thing now from when I was 9 years old. I just did this very funny series called Rotten School, which probably had a lot of the same jokes. The most exciting reading things for me were these amazing horror comics that were around when I was a kid. Tales from the Crypt and the Vault of Horror. They were amazing, horrible, gruesome, bloody comics. I loved them. And they had this great combination. They were really scary and very funny. And I think they were a major influence on me. Now when I do these new Goosebumps books, that's what I try for. Well, I think kids like my books because they're like a roller coaster ride. You know what you're in for when you get on. There's lots of thrills, lots of crazy twists and turns, and it lets you off safe at the end. Goosebumps sales, no one ever expects anything like that. It was just an amazing thing. We were all amazed. No one expected it. And I hope it happens again with Goosebumps Horrorland, but it would be hard to expect something like that. At one point, we were selling 4 million Goosebumps books a month. And it was just, I had been writing for 25 years and no one had noticed. And then all of a sudden, here was a thing that just took off around the world. My writing process, I don't have any rituals. I'm pretty much a machine. I can write anywhere. But I'm lucky I have this wonderful office here in my apartment, and I sit down at 9 o'clock in the morning and start figuring out what I'm doing, and usually try to write 10 to 15 pages a day and until I'm totally brain dead, and then take the dog for a long walk, and that's basically my day. My fans are wonderful, and the mail is wonderful from them. I get hilarious mail. You never know what they're going to ask or what they'll write. Last week, I got a letter from a boy. He said, "Dear R.L. Stine, I read 2 of your scary books in one day. Now I sleep with my mom." I think the whole point of my career has been about getting kids to read, and that's what I'm most proud of. All I want kids to take away from these books is the fact that you can turn to reading and just be entertained.